Hey folks, how's it going? Jerry here this afternoon. Already having trouble with my camera there. I'm going to do something different about this thing, guys. I'm not going to continue to let that go on. But anyway, this continuation of Allister Crowley and his book of the lies and his bloodline of the lies. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the frequency and stuff that comes off of the towers there, like we've been talking about. I'm going to show you a few more things in plain sight that they're just simply showing you folks, and a lot of people just don't understand it. Now, the other day when I done this thing about the book of the lies, one of the things that I'm going to show you guys first offhand here is encrypted in Allister Crowley's name within itself is his bloodline of the lie. And how many among you all know that I've not entirely spelled Allister Crowley's name the way that he spells it up to this point? And the reason why that I've done that is, guys, is because I've not wanted my videos in with the occult's videos. Anybody that actually pays attention close and spells his name correctly, it's part of his cult. Trust me on what I'm saying, okay? Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, technically, folks, his name was really like the, Edward Alexander Crowley was the technicality behind it. And they actually named him under the they would tell you it's Aleister Crowley. But I'm even going to tell you that's inverted, and that's actually a lie. I'm going to show you what Allister Crowley's real name was and the way that it was named, because if you'll take a look at the ways that you spell Allister Crowley, these is not even part of them. If this is a variation that nobody else has used, folks, but they've made a variation right here to kind of hide who he is a little bit. See the Alleister, and I just say Allister is all I put down because I don't want the rest of my stuff going in with the occult. But let me show you, folks, what I was about ready to show you. Hang on. Actually, the way the occult actually spells this, guys, but they're just giving you the sheeple version of it, is Allister. A lie stirs. And he sure does too, the book of the lies. That's how you really spell his name, even though most of them spell it like this. Now, I don't want the rest of my stuff in with the occult, so what I do is I spell it this way. But it's encrypted in his name right there, exactly what he is, Allister. And he sure is too. In terms of line to you and in terms of the blood lineage both. And if you remember, I had talked to you guys about this tribe of Dan and the Synagogue of Satan, they're running Hollywood. And I also told you that he was of a different tribe than the tribe of Dan. And that's the truth, he is. There is one other tribe that has some of these bloodlines fixed in with them that is also part of that, and I will show you that now. Now, if you take a good look at young Alexander Crowley, you will notice, folks, that there is some similarities between him and some other people that's in Hollywood. Actually, I think it's his bloodline. Just like he was in the Order of the Golden Dawn, some of his family that portrays Edward in some of these movies is in the Breaking Dawn. Right along with Jacob, that fathered the 12 sons of Israel with Bella. You can't make it up, folks. And another thing, my daughter brought this one up the other day, and she said, "Hey, Dad," she said, "he looks a whole lot like this one, too." And I said, "Who?" And she pointed this one out, okay? I want to show you what my daughter pointed out. Remember this one, the other from that movie as well, folks? what his name was in the movie, but she pointed it out. Oh, yeah, looks a whole lot like his family. Oh, yeah. You got that right. A whole lot. Sure looks a whole lot like his family, doesn't it, folks? They all look like one big happy family when they come on these movies, don't they? See, it's all coming out, folks. This stuff about these movies and stuff and all these popular figures that you got in sports and entertainment and politics, it's all a big lie, folks. It's all a big family of royalty. And the illusion is that you can also be famous. The illusion is that you can also do this and do that, when in reality you don't stand a chance in hell. I'm telling you the truth, guys. It's an illusion. It's an elusive platform. These people are all bloodlines, folks. That's what they are. And now you're going to get back to me and say, well, Jerry, if he's not of the tribe of Dan, what tribe is he of? Well, I'll show you now what he's of the tribe of. Now, folks, do you remember, well, I don't know if you remember this or not, I've never showed it right here, but Crowley, he actually had a estate that he bought on the Lake of Loch Ness, okay? And on this Lake of Loch Ness, he wanted a place that he could conduct himself with the sigil magic that he loved to conduct with. And so this whole idea popped up systematically about the same time of the Loch Ness Monster. You guys remember that, don't you? The Loch Ness Monster and the tale of the Loch Ness Monster. Now, I'm going to tell another little tale here real quick while we're at it. Crowley, he also done a 6-month-long, very demonic, very strode out magic spell that lasted 6 months. 6 solid months that he had to stay with this spell. There was a warning that the magician shouldn't even try this spell. It was an absolute intensive spell. And there was a warning that was along with the spell that said if the magician performed this thing not just to the very accurate degrees of exact intensity to precision, if he did not invoke this exactly the way it should be done, that the demon would take possession of the magician. And that actually could occur any time in that 6-month period of time that he had to be consistently involved in invoking this magic spell. And you may say, well, Jerry, what happened during that time? What went on exactly? Well, there was something that went on during that period of time, folks, that you just absolutely positively don't realize. It had been a demon that he had already seen in the Egyptian desert, and he was attempting to invoke this demon through the deepest, darkest depths of Luciferianism, of the book of forbidden knowledge. And folks, this whole entire thing was to conjure the Choronzon demon that he had invoked in the desert, and invoke him again in such a way that he would appear during this magical spell. And you may say, well, Jerry, is this point in time in which the demon Lom possessed Crowley? Did he possess Crowley at that point in time? Now, I'm going to give you a profound concept here that you guys are not going to understand. What happened was the demon Lom didn't possess Crowley. Crowley ended up possessing the demon Lom. You would say, surely not, Jerry. Oh my God. What do you mean he ended up possessing? You mean an entity that from flesh deep it looks like a human being actually ended up possessing a demon? The human actually, or human, or like a human, ended up possessing the demon. Yes, folks, that's what took place during this 6-month-long ritual. Are you beginning to understand just how wicked we're talking about here, folks? The demon didn't take possession of him. He took possession of the demon. It's insanity, folks. That's how wicked this man was. This man was absolutely wicked to the core. Unbelievably wicked. You never thought that a man could take possession, could possess a demon, could you? That demon was human, aristocratic possessed. And thus, once this happened, this is where this whole ideology, folks, of this magical conjurement ended up invoking. This is when the Loch Ness Monster was born at this point in time, folks. This is actually what this ended up invoking at that point in time, was the Loch Ness Monster. Telling you the truth, guys. This is where the legend of the Loch... Hey, folks, how's it going?